Hey, what's up you guys? So this video I'm going to be tackling or attempting sort of a tutorial for doing like our levitation cancels and whatnot. Um, so I think the simpler one is going to be like the mid-screen one, like after this. As you can see, my button log is on. I don't like it on personally. It's just like it's extra clutter on the screen for me. And it's still not really that easy to read anyways. Like if you guys need the inputs, most of the time I'll already put the inputs down. Several videos I have the inputs already and people are still asking what are the inputs. It blows my mind. I don't know. But if it's really that necessary too, or if you guys are asking because I don't post it, then I'll just reply it anyways. So that's just why I keep it off. But if it's easier this way, then I'm using it now. I'm turning the feature on now so you guys can see. So at least specifically with mid-screen, because I feel like mid-screen is the harder one, like in the corner it's a lot easier. And you'll notice a difference because in the corner you don't need to do like a cancel and then hold forward into a forward 2, like into a forward like air 2. Like you don't need to do this extra motion. In the corner, you're just in the corner, you don't gotta move, it's really easy. So long as you can get this down, everything else should be able to follow. Also, I don't like hearing this like this zinging sound, so... Oh, it's still gonna make it anyways. I thought that was just a fatal. Oh well. So with the mid screen, what you're doing is you have to do the 2-4 like immediately, levitate, and then hold forward into the next input. As you can see, like that. But you have to get that forward down. So see, like this is why it's not connecting. You need, look, you're gonna see right here. See, if I attack right away out of it, you don't actually reach the character. You have to get like this slight little movement forward, and then that all continues connecting. So if it hasn't been connecting for you, that might likely be the exact reason why. As you can see, like you need that little tiny hover forward to get it. It's like a little micro hover. So if that's a little too difficult, let me see, I think this is a little easier. Oh, well, you know what it is? It's the timing, because like the regular levitate, as you can see, because it's a meterless levitate, the recovery is not as quick. It's going to be a lot easier, as you can see. See, because you just recover immediately, you hold the forward, and you're already moving forward, Like, it's understanding that because it's a meterless cancel, it's going to be a little bit delayed. There's going to be a gap as to when you can actually move again, as to when the character actually like hovers forward in the levitate. So it should just, you have to process that, and you have to take that into account. Like that is what you're accounting for when it comes to the timing of the combo itself. So if that itself, like if you feel like that's a little difficult for you, you would have to alternate your whole playstyle, and just bear in mind that you should always have a bar with you. But what you can do, essentially, like you saw before, instead of doing this, like enhancing the levitate itself, look, as you can see, that's only 28%, right? You can do the EX Fireball instead, or the EX Hairball, and literally get like 5% more doing it that way. Like, I don't know why people enhance the levitate. Like, I'm not trying to be that person, I'm really not, but it's like, it's kind of stupid because you're literally killing a bar to do quite literally no extra damage. It's like, it's a complete waste of meter. Like, you're literally just flushing it down for absolutely no reason. So that brings us to point number 2 when it comes to like this cancel specifically. So the thing that you want to get down with this, like in terms of practice itself, I would recommend just practicing doing back 2 and then canceling into that, into like the EX hairball. Like, so long as you can get that down, that's basically half of the battle in itself. Like, just making sure that this actually comes out consistently. Like, no matter what's actually happening, you can get this to come out pretty much all the time. Because then from here, then you're just doing that kind of cancel. So the inputs themselves, like after the back 2, you're doing down forward and then down back. So it is kind of like a very like smooth motion. It's almost like a pendulum for your thumbs in a way, and it's just like you just have to kind of like register that in your head. My advice, like at least what works for me, what I know does work, is you have to have that body and mind discipline where You have to understand the inputs of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like, you have to actually understand what it is that you're trying to input, like get that in your head, and then sort of like will that for your body to follow through. You know, like you want to actually have them line up where what's processing in your mind and what you want to actually be executed in the physical world is what your body is physically actually doing, if that makes sense. You know, you just have to get that fine-tuned. And that really just comes with repetition, you know, up until you get it down right. And then when you get it down right, when you actually have that alignment, it's really just practicing that alignment over and over and over. And eventually, that's what becomes muscle memory. So that's really kind of like simple answer, but not simple answer, you know? Because then from here too, you're still, it should be a little easier because from this, because it's like an enhanced, like it's a meter burn into the levitate, it's going to be a really, really fast recovery. So from here too, you have to still also press from the levitate forward into the jump 2. And then from the jump 2 again, back 2, and then that whole little cycle. So that you can get this. So the good thing about this is that there is some leniency, as you can see. Like, you don't have to be super fucking instant with it. I just do it just for fun. You know, I just do it just to kind of like show off a little bit. Like, look at how fast you can do it. You know? But it's not actually necessary. However, if it's something on block, you will have to be as fast as possible so you can get like the most advantage out of the, like the pressure of it itself, out of the cancel advantage. So yeah, that's basically it, because then this is what lets you basically do like multiple little things. So that you can just do them in both ways, you know, mid-air, on the ground, before and after. I don't think that that's really optimal, realistically. That was just for flex, you know? So yeah. So yeah, I hope that this video was of use, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and take care, guys.